Good evening to you all. My name is Energy Maburutse, and I'm the ambassador for Millennium Campus Network. In my culture, when a child is born, the whole village celebrates and farm animals get slaughtered. However, on this particular day, neither were there celebrations nor farm animals slaughtered. Instead, years of conflict and finger pointing began because guess what? The first disabled person was born in my village. Tonight I'm going to be sharing with you my life story, and this is how it goes. It all started on October 15, 1989, when the third child of Maburutse family was born. Most of the people from the rural areas of my country, Zimbabwe, did not get the opportunity to fully attend school. So words like osteogenesis imperfecta or brittle bone syndrome meant nothing to them. For them, my weak legs and frequent breaks were a sign that the ancestors were unhappy with my mother. Even the nurses at the village clinic did not understand. Instead of sending me for evaluation after I was brought back again with yet another fracture, they would accuse my mother of being careless. Instead of finding out what was wrong with me and try to get help from knowledgeable people, everyone in the village turned their backs on my mother. Mine then was not a happy childhood. The time I was supposed to spend playing with childhood games like other children, I spent in hospitals getting all sorts of treatments. But more so, it was a childhood where I would always ask myself the question, why? In life, we all have people that we always speak of as champions and inspiring people. To me, that person is my mother. During the times when everyone was turning their backs on her, she refused to turn her back on me. She even insisted on sending me to school, although such a phenomenon was not familiar in the community. Most individuals from my culture, even today, still believe that a disabled person's life should end on the side of the street. However, for me, miracles kept on happening. In January 1997, at the age of 7, the first miracle occurred. I was sent to school far from home in the city where I had never been. As I speak to you today, it sounds strange to be making a big deal out of my first day at school, but to me, this was the most important day of my life. This was the first day I saw a wheelchair, and it was an amazing experience. I didn't even know that such a thing as a wheelchair existed. Suddenly, I was sitting in one of them and found myself happily rolling around the school non-stop. At the end of grade 1, I was honored as the best student in my class. My quest for success did not end there. And with the motivation from my mother, I kept on pushing for greater heights. For the sake of time, let me jump to 2005. At this time, I was in the second year of my middle school at a school called King George VI Memorial Center, which caters to children living with disabilities. At King George VI, I not only found that courage in classroom, but in the music room, where I learned to play the marimba, and after enormous amount of work, I was finally selected as a member of the school band Liana. All the hard work paid off when we won a trip to Sweden, the Netherlands, and Belgium. In 2009, an American lady by the name Eleanor Burker showed up at one of our town shows, and after listening to us, she came to us and told us that she wanted to make a documentary film about our band. To me, this sounded like she was making a joke. But a few months down the line, she brought back a camera crew and we shot a documentary film which won the Oscar Award for short film produced in 2010. And then we were asked to tour the United States. From Brooklyn to San Francisco, Los Angeles to Baltimore, we played and sang for more than a month. And every day, something happened that blew my mind away. At this moment, I was convinced that despite who I was or the way that I looked, I could do anything. And I could even do better than anybody else. But let me take a minute and say that I'm verily grateful and mostly fortunate to have had all these blessings happen to me. But when I realistically look at it, most of this happened because of luck. To me, luck is when opportunity meets one's desire to be successful. I'm here today because of a number of reasons. One, my hard work towards achieving the burning desire inside me. The chance to have people that pushed me to reach for the skies. And lastly, I'm smart and talented. But am I the only individual with such talents around the world? There are billions of individuals out there that are talented and way smarter than me, but do not have the luck to have people that pushed them and believed in them like my mother and Eleanor Becker did. What if I was that individual with talents, but without the amazing mother to push me? And what if we did not depend on random people stepping into our lives and bringing about change? What if we lived a life where we did not depend on luck? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm leaving you with the thoughts of billions of young people out there with the same situation as mine or worse, who have the desire to be successful but are still waiting for the luck to arrive. Let's start imagining the world in which these individuals did not have to wait for luck. And let's start thinking of the world where the opportunities such as the ones that I'm enjoying today were provided across the globe. It was such a pleasure to speak with you tonight. My name is Energy, and my humanity is tied with yours.